suppose this is a math. Okay, this is A, B and C, where angle B is one right angle. Have you got me? Angle B is one right angle. I am writing angle B is one right angle. Okay, angle B is one right angle, and it is told that suppose angle C is equal to twice of angle A. Angle C is twice of angle A. Now, in a triangle, if one of the angles is 90 degree, then we know the sum of the other two angles is also equal to 90 degree, right? What is meant by this? That is we can write here in triangle ABC, in triangle write down, in triangle ABC you write down angle A plus angle C equals to what? 90 degree. Since angle B is equal to 90 degree, the sum of the other two angles will be 90 degree. Now we see that we have a value here, that is angle C equals to twice of angle A. Well, we are going to put the value of angle C. What's about written as angle C? Angle C equals to what? You see, angle C equals to, we can write here twice of angle A. I have just put the values of angle C as by angle twice angle A, that is equal to 90 degree. Now you see, it is totally 3 angles A is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, angle A is equal to 30 degree, right? If angle A is equal to 30 degree, this is 30 degree, angle A equals to 30 degree, then what should we write? Therefore, angle C equals to what? Twice of angle A, that is 2 into 30 degree. 2 into 30 degree is equal to what? 60 degree. Okay, so we are getting this angle as by 60 degree. You see, this is 60 degree. Okay, in this question, you know what is to prove that? In this question, we have to prove that AC equals to twice BC. We have to prove this. Okay, AC equals to twice BC. That's good. Now, please let me know. What is AC here? In this math, AC is equal to, AC is the hypotenuse. Okay, here it is hypotenuse. You see, this is hypotenuse, this is hypotenuse, this is perpendicular, and this is base with respect to angle 60 degree. Okay, so what should we write here? You see, the AC is hypotenuse here in this math, and BC is base. Which trigonometric ratio is applicable here regarding base and hypotenuse? Please let me know. Which trigonometric ratio is applicable here regarding base and hypotenuse? Yes, we know cosine. Cosine equals to what? Base by hypotenuse. We can write here. Now we can write here. Please write down cosine 60 degree. Write down cosine 60 degree is equal to base by hypotenuse. Base. What is base? BC is base. What is the hypotenuse? AC is the hypotenuse. Now can we use calculator to find out the value of cos 60 degree? Cos 60 degree equals to what? Half. If we use the calculator, if we operate the calculator, then we will get cosine 60 degree as by half. That is BC by AC. Now from this equation we can come to conclude that AC is equal to twice BC. The math is done here. We have proved the math that AC equals to twice BC. Okay, I think you have come to know that AC equals to twice BC. Okay, now copy it. It is done and it is proved here. All of you are required to copy it. We can write here proved. Okay, another math that is really very important for you, for your time, is that please look at the figure, and that is, you see, suppose you are given any triangle, we are given any triangle, okay, any triangle without any measurement, and it is A. Okay, let's draw the figure here. We are given any triangle like this. Any triangle has been drawn, okay, without any measurement. Now it is A, it is B, and it is C. And you are told that the bisectors of angle B, suppose this type, and bisector of angle C, we can write here like this. Okay, they meet at the point O. Okay, have you got it? What I am going to show you, in a triangle ABC, most important math, in a triangle ABC, the bisectors of angle B and angle C intersect at the point O, and we have to prove that angle BOC is equal to 90 degree plus half of angle A. We have to prove this. Okay, we have to prove this, that angle BOC is equal to 90 degree plus half of angle A, right? That is this angle. We have to prove this angle is equal to 90 degree plus half of angle A. Well, you see what I am going to write down here. I am not drawing the table. Okay, step 1, you see, we can write here angle A, you see, angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals to what? 180 degree. We all know that sum of the three angles of a triangle is equal to what? Two right angles. Two right angles means 180 degree. That's good. From here we can write angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree minus angle A. Now you see the proof. In the proof we have half of angle A. Then what should we do? We must multiply both the sides by half. As per the requirement of the proof, I am going to multiply by half angle B, then half angle C, then 90 degree minus half of angle A. Okay, have you seen it? This is the most important part here. Okay, you please find it. I think it. This is equation 1, suppose. Similarly, you see, in triangle BOC, it was for triangle ABC. It was for in triangle ABC. It was for in triangle ABC. Now, if we consider triangle BOC, you see in triangle BOC, we can write here angle BOC plus we can write here angle OBC plus we can write here angle OCB is equal to what? Again it is a triangle, right? Again it is a triangle, is it? Yes, it is. And in this triangle, sum of the three angles is also 180 degree, right? Sum of the three angles is equal to what? 180 degree. That's good. Now you see what I am going to do. Here we have to find this angle BOC. This is to find. So we don't have any functioning on this. It is to be kept as it is. It is to be kept as it is. Angle BOC plus. Now you see what is angle OBC. It is the angle OBC. Okay, we can as BO is the bisector of angle B, then we can come to conclude that this angle and this angle are equal. So any of them is half the whole, right? I always try to tell you, if two things are equal, then any of them is half the whole. That means we are going to find OBC. OBC means what? OBC means half of angle B. So we can write here OBC equals to half of angle B. This B means this B in triangle ABC, angle B. And what is angle OCB? OCB equals to what? Similarly, we can write angle OCB is also equal to half of angle C is equal to 180 degree. Okay, angle OCB equals to what? Half of angle C, right? Now in equation 1, what the value we got there? BOC will be kept as it is. What is half of angle B plus half of angle C is equal to 90 degree minus half of angle A. 90 degree minus half of angle A, which is equal to 180 degree. Have you got it? 90 degree minus half of angle A. This value has been put here. You see again this value half of angle B plus half of angle C. Half of angle B plus half of angle C is equal to what? 90 degree. You see this is 90 degree minus half of angle A. 90 degree minus half of angle A. Side note can be given from 1. We have put this value from 1. Okay. 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 Now let's see, if I considered angle BOC, that is to find here in this question angle BOC equals to what? You see angle BOC equals to what? If 90 degree is taken to the right hand side, we will be left with 90 degree, right? If this 90 is to be taken to the right hand side, so 180 minus 90 equal to what? 90 degree. Then it is minus half of angle A, so we can write here plus half of A, and the math is done here. It is proved. Okay, so please pay attention. This math can be given in the exam. Okay. Actually, what we have got here, I review, that is, it is a triangle. Okay, it is a triangle So these are the bisectors. These are the bisectors. Okay. Now it is ABC. Suppose it is ABC. Okay. Now you see this angle and this angle have been bisected here in this way. This is O. So what is the formula here? The formula is angle BOC is equal to 90 degree plus half of angle A. Okay. Now my dear students, suppose you are given the value of angle A. Suppose you are given the value of angle A. The question may be given if angle A is equal to, this formula will not be given in the exam. You have to prove it. Okay. If angle A is given as by 40 degree, suppose, then the question is angle BOC equals to what? Angle BOC equals to what? So now it has been very easier for you to determine angle BOC. Angle BOC equals to what? 90 degree plus half of angle A. What is the value of angle A? It is given in the question. Angle A is 40 degree. Have you seen 40 degree? So we can calculate, that is 20 plus 90 equals to 110 degree. Okay. Or this math can be given in this way. Suppose you are given angle BOC equals to 120 degree. It is given in this question. This question can be given in the exam of 2 marks. Okay. Angle BOC is given as by 120 degree. Now the question is, this is given as by 120 degree. Now the question is, what is the measurements of angle A? Angle A equals to what? Okay. Then what will you do? You will write down the formula, that is angle BOC. Angle BOC is equal to what? 90 degree plus half of angle A. Now 120 degree, BOC equals to what? BOC equals to, here in this question, 120 degree, right? So write down, it is 120 degree. Okay, this is minus 90 degree. Okay, and this is half of angle A. So 120 minus 90, that is 30 degree. We are getting 30 degree is equal to half of angle A. So from this equation, from the last equation, we can write that angle A is equal to 60 degree. Can you write or not? Yes, we can write. Angle A equals to what? 30 into 2, that is 60 degree. So the math is done here. Now you see, suppose the math is given like this. Very good. ABC, suppose ABC is a triangle. We are getting ABC as a triangle where the side AB has been expanded up to M and AC has been expanded up to N. Okay, you understand? And you see, suppose we have an external angle here, and it is also an external angle, right? External angle means what? AB is a triangle, a side has been extended, so this angle is called here external angle. And you see, if we go for bisecting this external angle in this way, if we bisect it, and the bisectors, suppose the bisectors meet at the point O. Okay, I have got the external bisectors. Okay, in a triangle, I have got the external bisectors of two exterior angles. Okay, that is bisectors of two exterior angles. Okay, now in this question we have to prove that this angle BOC, is equal to 90 degree minus half of angle A. In this question we have to prove that. Please try to understand. 90 degree minus half of angle A. My dear students, can you recollect or recall your memories that for the previous math, in case of internal bisector, we had here plus, right? And for external bisector, we are getting here minus. Okay, so this is the difference. Okay, for internal bisector it is positive sign, and for external bisector it is negative sign. So all of you just be attentive to get it and to have the differences between the internal bisectors and the external bisectors, where the angle for external bisectors will be 90 degree minus half of angle A, and for internal bisector it will be 90 degree plus half of angle A. Now you see, my dear students, here what can be written. You see, proof number one. You see, number one, what you are getting here, angle MBC. I am going to write down angle MBC, or we can write here in this way, exterior EXT dot exterior angle MBC equals to what? Can you please tell me? Exterior angle MBC equals to what? MBC equals to what? You see, MBC means what? This, suppose it is not given, this type of, this, suppose it is A, it is B, it is C, this is M. Then this angle, it is an exterior angle of the triangle ABC, which is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. You have taught it in class 7 or 8 that the exterior angle is equal to the sum of opposite interior angles. Have you got me? Sum of opposite interior angles. This angle and this angle are adjacent angle. Okay, and here in this math it is called here the opposite and interior, sum of the opposite interior angles. Okay, sum of the opposite interior angles. So we can write here for angle MBC, for this angle, you see, for this angle we get this and this, that is angle A plus angle C. Okay, and you see, for triangle, write down exterior triangle NCB is equal to, you see, NCB. How does it come? You see the figure again. Suppose again I have drawn another triangle, and this is ABC, and this is N here, so here it is an exterior angle, right? And it is what? It is its adjacent angle, so you forget it. So what are the other two angles? This and this. You write down angle NCB is equal to angle A plus angle B, right? Yes, it is. Now you see, dear students, if I go for adding these two equations, suppose you mark it as equation 1, it is as equation 1 and it is as equation 2. And if I add 1 and 2, you see, if I go for adding 1 and 2, then what we will be left? We will be left with, you see, angle MBC plus angle NCB is equal to, left hand sides have been added together. Here the right hand side, you see what we are going to write down. This is angle A, very good, I have written angle A. This is angle B, okay, I have written angle B. This is angle C, I have written angle C. But this is again, you see, this is again angle A, it is left. This is again angle A is left here. Have you seen or not? This is angle A which is left. What we have got here? You see, we have got here angle A, this is angle A, this is angle B, this is angle B, this is angle C, this is angle C, and here this angle A is left to take. Okay, it is left to take, but here we have taken it. Okay, now angle A plus angle B plus angle C. That means what? This angle, and this angle, right? It is equals to what? 180 degree. It is equal to 180 degree plus angle A, right? Is it? Therefore, we can write here. Therefore, we can write here, as there is angle A by 2. You see, there is angle A by 2, half of angle A. So we will multiply it by half. That means half of angle MBC, okay, plus half of angle NCB. NCB is equal to what? Sorry, is equal to what? You divide 180 by 2 and we will be left with 90 degree, and you divide angle A by 2 and we will be left with half of angle A. Okay, our math is not done yet. What is angle half of MBC? MBC means what? As I told you, MBC means what? You please try to understand. This is MBC. This is MBC. Okay, and its half we will consider this angle. Its half means we will consider this angle. Okay, this angle is to be considered here. So this angle means what? Angle OBC. So we can write here half of angle MBC. We can write here angle OBC. You see, angle OBC. And here in the same way, angle NCB. This is angle NCB. Its half is this angle. This angle is half. Okay, so we can write here angle OCB. We can write here angle OCB is equal to what? 90 degree. Okay, plus half of angle A, which I am going to mark it as equation 3. It is as equation 3. You copy it, please. Again, in triangle ABC, you write down, in triangle A, B and ABC, what you are getting here, we have three angles. What are the angles? What are the angles in triangle? I'm sorry, ABC. I'm not going to take ABC anymore. You write down in triangle BOC. In triangle BOC. Okay, I will make it very easy. In triangle BOC, we see angle BOC plus angle OBC plus angle OCB is equal to what? Again, it is equal to 180 degree. We have got three angles in a triangle BOC, and sum of the three angles is equal to what? 180 degree. I think all of you know it, right? Now you see, this is angle BOC. This is angle BOC. Okay, it is to find here in this question angle OBC. You see, this is angle OBC plus angle OCB. Have you seen? Angle OBC plus angle OCB. You see, this is angle OBC plus angle OCB. I have written it here. Angle OBC plus angle OCB equals to what? Can you tell me please? Equals to what? Is equal to 90 degree. 90 degree plus half of angle A is equal to 180 degree. Okay, from 3. I have put this value from 3. Okay, now what can be written here? You see, implies that angle BOC is equal to, you take these two to the right hand side, then 180 minus 90, we are left with 90 degree minus, this is plus half of angle A. Now it is minus half of angle A. That is proof. Very, very important math to be given in the examination. I think you have got it and copy it. Okay, I think you have copied. Now you see, suppose example can be given like this. this is a triangle, okay, is it, and its bisectors like this, they meet at the point O. Okay, now if you are given that this is 40 degree, this is 40 degree, then what is the measurement of angle BOC? Angle BOC equals to what? You see, that means we are getting here, what is the formula here? Angle BOC equals to 90 degree minus half of angle A. Then what should we do? We must put the value here. Angle BOC is equal to 90 degree minus half of angle A. What is the value of angle A? Is by 40 degree, right? 40 degree. Have you seen? BOC equals to 90 degree minus half of angle A. Now from here it is possible to calculate it by yourself. It is what? 70 degree. So math is done. Math is done. Or if angle BOC is given, then I think all of you can determine the value of angle A. Okay. Now for the last two maths, what we have come to know, you see that I am going to draw the two figures at the same time. You see, this is a triangle, okay. I am going to draw it a little bit larger so that you can get it. Suppose this is a triangle ABC, A, B and ABC, okay, and it has been expanded, suppose up to M and up to N. Where we got it here? This is, can you remember, by their, okay, having their internal bisector, okay. Now in the same way we can okay, we are getting their external bisector. As it is O, then I can name it, it is Q. Okay, for the two maths I have drawn one figure. Okay, now you see for the first math we have got angle BOC equals to what? Can you remember? Angle BOC we have got 90 degree plus half of angle A, right? Now for it is angle BQC, it is equals to what? 90 degree minus half of angle A, is it right? Now what we are getting here, actually, you see, if we go for adding these two equations, then this and this will be omitted, so we are left with angle BOC plus angle BQC equals to 180 degree. The second math can be given like this: prove that this plus this equals to this. Okay, then you have to do up to this and you have to add equation 1 and equation 2, then you will be left with this. Now my dear students, an additional information for all the students is that we have got this, right? We have got this, okay. You see, it is what? It is any quadrilateral, right? Quadrilateral, and we see this angle, and this angle, okay, these two angles, that is, they are the opposite angles, okay, they are the opposite angles, and sum of the opposite angles in a quadrilateral is equal to 180 degree. Then you know what happens? It happens that a circle can be drawn passing through these 4 points. Okay, you understand? A circle can be drawn passing through the 4 points. Now what comes? That is OB. Suppose it was C. Now you see OBQC. You write down OBQC. Okay, is a cyclic quadrilateral. Now, can you remember please one thing, that is, for when some points lie on the same straight line, suppose some points, 1 2 3 or more points, okay, lie on the same straight line, they are said to be collinear, right? Collinear. But when some points lie on the circle O, same circle, B, this is Q, this is C. Now can you tell me what are the names of these 4 points? You know, what are those points? O, B, Q, C are, let me know. O, B, Q, C are concyclic. Okay, when some points lie on the same circle, lie on the same circle means lie on the circumference of the same circle, then the points are said to be concyclic. Okay, that's good. There is a question in your book, that is theorem 15. You write down theorem 15. Okay, uh, it was also in class 8 book, theorem 15, the most important. Write down the most important to be given in the examination. As it is done in the book, I am not going to prove it, but if you want, you can write me, I can prove it. If you want, you can write me, then I can prove it. Okay, some of you has written to do some maths on pentagon and polygon. Okay, mensuration. Okay, pentagon and polygon. Okay, okay, I am going to do another most important math, that is question number 17. You just try to understand question number 17 of exercise 6.3. Question number 17, exercise 6.3, number 17. Okay, what is given here in this math? You see, this is a triangle. Okay, like this. Okay, here ABC is a triangle. ABC is a triangle. AB is greater than AC. Please try to understand. AB is greater than AC. Okay, so what we have got, ABC as by a triangle where AB is greater than AC. Okay, and it is also given that AD intersects the bisector of angle A. The bisector of angle A. So we have to bisect it in this way. Then it is like this. It is like this. Okay, this is the bisector of angle A. The bisector of angle A is AD, which intersects BC at the point D. Don't think that D is the midpoint. Here D is not the midpoint. D would be the midpoint. Okay, its bisector. Suppose D would be the midpoint if these and these were equal. But here it is clearly written that AB and AC are not equal. Here it is written that AB is greater than AC. Here it would be possible to become D as the midpoint of the base if these and these would be equal for an isosceles triangle. But in this math it is not. Okay, what is to prove here? You have to prove that angle ADB equals to 1 right obtuse angle. You see, angle ADB is an obtuse angle. You have to prove it. Obtuse angle. You have to prove that angle ADB is an obtuse angle. That is, you have to prove this angle is an obtuse angle. Okay. Now you see, construction. We have to draw a perpendicular. We have to draw a perpendicular from A to BC. You write down. You see, this is perpendicular. This is M. AM perpendicular to BC. You see what the construction is going to be done. AM is perpendicular to BC. AM is perpendicular to BC. You see now what I am going to do here in this math. AM is perpendicular to BC. That's good. Write down. In triangle ADM, we are getting angle AMD is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, why it is 90 degree? Because AM perpendicular to BC. Therefore, what are the other two angles? Can you remember please, or can you tell me please? In triangle ADM, what are the other two angles? This angle and this angle. Okay, so we can write it angle ADM plus angle DAM is equal to what? 90 degree. We know that sum of the three angles of a triangle is equal to two right angles, that is 180 degree. One of the angles is 90 degree, therefore the sum of the other two angles will be 90, as to make 90 plus 90 equals to 180 degree. Okay, that's good. Now can I write down here, therefore angle ADM is less than 90 degree? Just talk to me. Suppose two students X and Y. Okay, two students X and Y, and sum of their ages is suppose 32 years. Sum of their ages is 32 years. Two students, I have considered two students X and Y, and sum of their ages is what? 32 years. Very good. Can I tell you that age of X is, can it be told, age of X less than 32 years? Am I right? Sum of their ages is 32 years, total 32 years. So age of X is definitely less than 32 years, or age of Y is also less than 32 years. For this I have written sum of two angles is 90 degree, so any of them is less than 90 degree, right? Yes. Now you again see angle ADM plus angle ADB equals to what? 180 degree, because one straight angle. You see, one straight angle. ST means straight. One straight angle. What is this? I am telling that this angle and this angle, these two angles together make 180 degree, right? Okay. You again try to understand. Suppose X plus Y equals to 200. Okay, but it is told X is less than 100. Then what's about Y? Can you tell me please? X is less than 100. Okay, I repeat, X plus Y equals to 200. You see again, suppose X plus Y equals to 200. Now it is told x is less than 100. Then what's about y? Can you tell me please? Yes, y is greater than 100 to maintain the equilibrium. Y is greater than 100. The greater than 100 means what? It is 300, it is 10,000. So it has a limit. Y is greater than 100, but y is less than 200. Okay, it's okay. The y is greater than 100, that's fine. But it has a limit. Okay, what is its limit? That it cannot exceed 200. It cannot exceed 200. Okay. So you see here, please try to understand here. That is this is less than 90 degree. You see, we have got it here. This is less than 90 degree. That means we can write, therefore angle ADB is greater than 90 degree. You plus, please try to understand. If it is less than 90, then it must be greater than 90, because there will be in total 180 degree, right? But what is its limit? What is its limit? Its limit is less than 180, but angle ADB is less than 180 degree. You see an angle. You see here in question number 6, we were given the length is s by x meter. This is x meter, okay, and breadth is y meter. This is length x meter, breadth is y meter. So what is its area? Area is what? xy, and it is given in the question that area is 160 square meter. But it is again told that if the length is reduced by 6 meter. Now it was wholly and fully the length, okay, which has been reduced by 6 meter, and we are left with s by x minus 6 meter, right? So it is also x minus 6 meter. It is also x minus 6 meter, and it is also 6 meter. You understand? But can you remember that it was wholly and fully x meter? Can you remember that it was y meter? So it is also y meter, and it is also y meter. That means it is told if the length is reduced by 6 meter, then we get a square region. Now it is a square region, right? You understand? It is a square region. Then what we will get here? That is, here in this question we will get the two equations. At first xy equals to 160. This is equation 1 from here, and here it is a square. That means what? Length and breadth are equal. So here it is y and it is x minus 6. They will be equal. X minus 6. This is equation 2. Please try to understand. Y equals to what? X minus 6. Now what will we do? We will put y equals to x minus 6 in equation 1. In equation 1, write down, putting y is equal to x minus 6 in 1. Y equals to x minus 6. That means y equals to x minus 6 is equal to 160. That means x square minus 6x minus 160 equals to 0. Now we calculate it. If we go for calculating, we will get x square minus 16x plus 10x minus 160 is equal to 0, right? That is x minus 16 plus 10 x minus 16 equals to 0, and from here we get x equals to 10, and x is never minus 10 because length cannot be negative. Okay, so we can find the value of y from equation 2. What's about equation 2? In equation 2 we see that y equal to x minus 6, right? Now you put the value x equals to what? 16 minus 6 equals to 10. So actually we are getting length equals to 16 meter and breadth equals to 10 meter. Okay, yeah, you can similarize the math that their area is 160. Okay, and if 6 meter is reduced, we get 10 meter, which is equal to the breadth of the rectangle. Anyway, this type of math is also very important to be given in the examination. Okay, now if you are told, suppose what is the perimeter? What is the perimeter here? You can be told to determine the perimeter of the rectangle. You can find 2 into length plus breadth, 2 into length plus breadth. You will put this, and upon that, suppose what is the perimeter? You just let me know. It is what? 16. It is what? 10. That is 16 plus 10 equals to what? 26 meter. It is the perimeter, is it? And into 2, I'm sorry, into 2, that is what? 52 meter, is it? Now suppose this 52 perimeter, okay, you have got it. It is equal to, this perimeter is equal to, okay, perimeter of a, suppose perimeter of a rhombus. What is meant by that? Suppose it is a rhombus. Okay, its perimeter is of course 52 meter. Suppose it is given. What is meant by this? What is meant by this? All the four sides are equal, then it will be 13 meter. It will be 13 meter. It will be 13 meter. It will be 13 meter, right? Now suppose it is given. Suppose it is given. Then what will you do? Suppose it is given 12 meter or 11 meter, whatever it is given, and you have to find, I mean the smaller diagonal is given, and you have to find this. The smaller diagonal is given, suppose. Now you have to find the larger diagonal. This type of math is given always in the examination. From this exercise you will do math of parallelogram, you will do math of trapezium, and of course you will do a math that is question number 5. Okay, from this exercise, question number 5, I am telling you, you write down question number 5. Okay, have written question number 5, question number 9, question number 10, question number 12, 5. Okay, question number 5, 6, I am writing it here. Exercise 16.2, 5, 6. Okay, then it is 9, 5, 6, 9. Okay, then it is 10, it is 10, it is 12. I think if you do all these 5 maths, then you can get a full creative question. Dear students, no more today. Thank you very much that you were with me. Best of luck. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum.